This is the best guide to playing Astra on Pro. I'm an Immortal 3 Astra main with 200 hours on Astra alone. In this guide, I'm going to be showing what you should be doing in aggressive and passive playstyles, attacking both bomb sites, and demonstrating some strategies you could be using in your next ranked games. Now let's jump into the guide. For the A site, you can place a star here, and you can condition this star every round. So when the barriers were to drop like this, you can run up like this, fake smoke this, you can make it to this box in time and hold this angle before them. It doesn't have to be you, it can be anybody else. It could be a chamber that can TP out, a Euro that can TP, rain and dismiss, anything like that. You can condition the smoke here every round, and by condition I mean placing a star here every round and force them to think that it's going to be the same play every time. So if you fake smoke this and get to this spot over here, they can think that nobody's here, so they won't clear it. You can probably get kills over here. Another thing you can do is, instead of fake smoking it, you can also real smoke it and not play here at all and force them to use utility to dart back here. You can play back here and break it, so they force more utility to think that people are still playing back here. Another thing you can do if you're going to fight this, you can have 2 stars here like this. You only have 4, don't forget that. So you can smoke this and you can pull this if they try to walk out. So you can actually get to this spot over here easily and hold this with your teammate. Now you can do a smoke like this on the steps that is like deep up here like this and smoke it like this. Yes, they have all this space over here that you can smoke as well. But if you were to put it right here, you can combo a fade eye into this window and it can scan them for you to be into the smoke and get some kills like this. Here's a scenario in which I put a deeper star for a main, and then I sit in the smoke and my fade throws an eye into the hole.
I'll find you. And the enemy was punished.
Now if we're gonna play passive, you just wanna have 2 stars set up like this. One that's gonna be a smoke this to come out like this, and if they do walk out, you can pull them when they walk out like this. You could be playing the close steps right here to swing off your util. You could play behind this default box right here and swing off your util. You can play over here, you can jump up here like this, you can play here, you can hold up here, you can like jiggle this like this. I wouldn't recommend playing close here because this is a one and done spot and you're a smokes player, so you technically do not want to die first, especially if they are splitting A and they come through this side as well. You would have to smoke this, but you have to fight this on your own, but if they were to swarm you at the same time, you'd end up dying. Now using your Astra wall might be a little bit different here. You can split off just main like this, which is a good wall because it blocks off a main from any lineups that people are playing to prevent them with the wall. You can also scale out of here easier. All you have to do is clear that close corner like that. You can either have a start for back here in case somebody wants to play here. If you're retaking, you can concuss it. They all get stunned in this area. Now if you're going to aggressively take B, you can have a star here and a second one here. So the barrier is going to be like right over here technically. So you can smoke this and pull this while you run up here because they are not swinging through the pull, and you can take control of the orb and anything. You can have a Euro and a chamber push up early on to get info like this, and then you can TP them back because they're the only 2 agents that can TP from really far distances like B main. You can take orb control, you can be posted up here, you do a lot of things. Alright, so for a B take, what you can do is you can have 2 stars here like this, and then you can have your chamber and Euro run up there. You can fake smoke this and pull this back while they get the info over there and they're posted up with an op and everything, since they can both TP out. Now defensive smokes are weird on this map a little bit because you can either smoke this and smoke this like this, and you can just hold this like this. You can play behind Jen and hold right here. You can just hold all of this like that, or if you want to play it a little bit more safe, you can drop 2 stars like this right next to the Gen, and you can smoke it like this. So you have technically all of this space to work with and just hold like this. You can play over here, hold that. You can play up here in heaven, and you can hold it from here. Smokes in this map are a little weird. This ideally would be better for a Viper wall, but you can also do it with an Astra stars. Another thing you can do with these smokes right here like this is that you can smoke these off, you can play in them, and you can have your fade sit in this B link area and throw an eye up here, and if it lands up there you can sit in these smokes and get free scan kills while hiding in the smoke. When I did the 2 smokes here and here, you smoke this like this, you can combo a fade eye to land up onto this box right here while you sit in the smoke, and they can get the kill behind the box whenever. Now if you were to take mid control, you can have 2 stars here and here like this, You can smoke this off, you can smoke this off. They're blocked behind the barriers. If you have a second duelist or somebody like a Neon that can stun into these holes, you can block them off, prevent them from pushing out. You could also put a start here, another start here. You could smoke this and you can pull this and then you can fight this with any teammates that you want. Now you could do a cheeky thing right here where you can like smoke this out here like this. And you can ask somebody to either dart or afraid scan something, and then you can like creep out on the left over here and fight this while isolating the people that are over here. So you can fight this by yourself while the smoke protects you, and then you can back up and get out of there if you need to. You can smoke yourself off mid right here, and then you can have your Fade throw an eye above there and it can land above you and you can send in the smoke and get the kill on the shot player like that. Now Astraling for B, pretty much what you would want to do is just split off B like this.
Well divided. My ult's ready.
Now with this you can defuse the bomb here, you just have to ask somebody to hold for you. It prevents people from playing B main and getting here. However, they can creep all the way over here and reflank you through here like this. But without you knowing, it's kind of unlikely. If you want to prevent them from doing that back here, you can just extend the wall like this and just bring it over here like this.
Well divided.
And it would split this off,
My
and you know they can't get over here, and you can just stay right here and holding the wall like this. Now attacking with Astra, what your role is to be throwing smokes and putting utility in places that other agents can't effectively do, such as places behind default or hidden places that your stars can go that people can't technically throw anything without line of sight. Now if we're gonna go ahead, the barrier starts off right here. What you could do is you could place a star here, and you can suck early on to prevent them from being able to get to this angle. Or if you have a Sky or anybody else could flash over it, just make sure you can get to the orb before them. Now, if you're executing the site, if you're just going A main, you want to smoke off this link right here, and then you want to smoke off deep over here. So when you smoke this off, it blocks them from being in here, and you can smoke deep over here, but you would have to clear this angle over here. So if you wanted to change that up, you can smoke this instead, right over here.
Obscuring vision.
So you have this blocked off like this. The only thing you have to worry about is over here in the dugout. If you don't use your Astra star early, placing the star back here would be good as well, because this is the spot that normally people will be playing and it will affect them. So you can pull it here like this, and it's gonna hit behind default. No, putting an Astra star on top of this box will not pull them as well. I've actively tried it, I've pulled, and it does not affect me at all. I can freely move around, there's nothing that happens. Now if you're running double controller, your primary objective is to smoke off the dugout area like this.
Blocking vision.
So that your Viper Wall would go across like this, protect you there, and this smoke would block out dugout. Now the way the smoke is, it's gonna be weird because of the whole way dugout is. So if you were to put it like this, it could smoke this off, but they could still be in here, but it's unlikely. But you would have control over the site pretty much if you have a Viper Wall like that. The best Astra Wall for A is if you split it based off the yellow line over here. Doing it on the yellow line blocks off this entire thing over here, these little crevices, and you can smoke out dugout like this. And then you want to have a star for behind default as well. So you smoke this, you pull default or concuss it, you come over here, you clear this. The people behind default cannot swing you because they're being pulled. And then you want to clear all this, clear behind the site, clear dugout. You can have utility, you can like, you know, fade eye through the window, you can breach aftershock through here, you can do many other things. I recommend doing that wall instead of this one here, because as you're coming here and swinging, somebody could be playing right here, and this is like an inconvenience that you don't want to have to deal with. You know what I mean? You don't have to deal with the inconvenience. So if you just block this entire thing off, you'd be fine, and you just hold the wall for anybody that wants to walk through. People are going to sky flash through it, anything of the sort. Just be wary of it. Now if we're gonna go B, B is a shit show. Okay, so people will be sitting in these areas early on because that is just good info and like good aggressive capabilities. So when you get to B, this is going to be a problem because people are going to be opting in here. Like, as much as I don't want to smoke it, I think you would have to smoke this area.
Concealment.
You smoke this area just so you can come over here like this, and then this you don't have to worry. This you would have to, you know, aim it out. This should aim it out. The other area you want to smoke is up here in heaven. Why? Because heaven is going to be something that you don't want to have to flick up to and everything like that. And then you can hold this. Yes, smoking this would be nice, but you can't smoke this, this, and B-Link all at the same time. So I would prioritize smoking this off, and then I'd smoke this off early or fake smoke it. It honestly depends on who you're playing with and how you get across the map. You can smoke this off, prevent them from opping, but you would have to worry about over here. If anything, you can place a star here, but as you're running down, your pull or concuss or anything will be done by the time you get over here. So if you do smoke this off, you want to make sure that you have a pull or concuss in this area over here, so that they cannot peek you in this angle. And then you would have to just clear this angle right here. This is already smoked off, and then you have to worry about over here. Yes, you would have to clear behind the box. You would have to clear behind the spot too. Now the best Astra wall for B. See, personally, I think if you're gonna Astra wall B, you either just split the site itself, or you try to get the bomb down. Cause you can wall like this behind this box right here, and then you can plant right here in this little area, and then you guys can just go play B main. And essentially you just hold it with an op, you throw mollies, you have a pull ready for you. You can have a star over here, prevent them from peeking you like this. You can do that. You have to clear this angle right here. You can do all these things. You can have a sky flash, fade eye, anything of the sort to support you as well. Your job is to block off any ops or anybody else that is holding you from an angle that you do not want to be peeked from. Now if you are going to split the site, I would say just split the site itself like this. Based off the yellow line, you just split the site, cut it off completely.
My ult's ready.
You would have a star here in case somebody wants to peek you. You pull them, you just clear all these angles. Guy could be heaven peeking you, you clear this close angle, and then you should be fine. I would not recommend swinging the wall, because why would you swing a wall? Now if you're going to split A, you wouldn't have to worry about this, your teammates can focus on it. Your job is mid, right? So I'd have a star set up here, I'd have a star set up here, and then potentially dugout like this. Now you should have a duelist where somebody start off in this area, because they can get to this angle before defenders do. So you can either one way smoke it,
Right there.
neon concuss it, flash the door, molly it, anything of the sort, so your duelist can run by and come over here. Now as you're coming over here, you should ask your fade or somebody to either flash this or scan it, get info on art. So if they get the info art, you guys can clear art while the info is through the window. And then you can come over here like this. You smoke this off so they don't have to worry about the connector over here. And then you come over here, you smoke this off for your teammates, and then you come over here. Now dugout is not going to be a problem to you, but you can clear this close angle for your teammates so they don't have to worry about it. Right? And then you can have a pull and cuts behind the default box, which is fine, up to you. Come over here, you can smoke this off, you can clear this angle over here, you can clear this, just like that. That's how you split A and what your job is supposed to be. Now if you're going to split B, you want to have a star for this connector right here. This you wouldn't have to worry about, because you know they can't see you here, so you don't have to worry about this. You can molly it, flash through it, concuss it, and then you can smoke this right here, come through, you clear all these angles over here, come down like this. This box you want to spam through it, you want to clear this close angle right here. From this point on, you want to dodge for information. You want to come over here, clear this angle, clear this angle, clear these close angles, and then you want to smoke off heaven, and then you want to smoke off underneath heaven. This is going to be a problem because this up here has like a big hitbox, so if you try to smoke it, it'll probably end up there like that one did as well. So you want to like get underneath and smoke it right here. This is going to be a problem for a lot of people, but you can smoke underneath, and you want to smoke heaven like this, and then you want to clear the rest of these angles. If you're splitting B, you can also Astra wall this entire angle off like this. While you guys get over here, prevent you from getting reflanked, and you can clear all these like this. Your wall protects you from over here. No reason for you to swing the wall at all. Clear all these angles, and then you can plant the bomb, try to plant for main, you split B. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have a friend that is learning controller, make sure to share with them. I will be going through every other map that Astra is more viable on, and I'll be uploading it to my YouTube and making full-on guides with it as well. I will see you in the next video.